ICE agents will now be required to wear body cams on duty. On Monday, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced that every ICE agent on the ground in Minneapolis will be issued a body-worn camera immediately. The announcement is part of a compromise by the Trump administration as Congress tries to fund the Department of Homeland Security past the next 2 weeks. Democratic lawmakers say they want to see reforms for ICE, such as mandatory body cams. But I sat down with Maryland State Delegate Gabriel Avesero, and he told me he's not convinced that goes far enough.
No, I don't think it's transparency. I don't think it's a safety measure. I think this decision is designed to quell what we're seeing on the streets of the US, whether it's protests and uprising about the way in which ICE and CPB agents have been allowed to operate in our communities.
There are some, like I said, that are concerned that these body cams, putting them on agents is just an excuse to, maybe document people that go to these protests, document people that protest against ICE. Is that something you're concerned about as well?
Yeah, it is a concern. I think what we're seeing right now is a surveillance state. This administration, ICE, CPB have been working with a company called Palantir that does, surveil Americans. It's very much a concern for my colleagues and me, and we are operating in different times and with a different administration. We're watching as the occupant of the White House is attempting to justify the murder of a U.S. citizen, right? We are beyond reform conversations. We need to be talking about abolishing ICE and also how do we ensure that we're enforcing federal immigration law in cooperation with localities, not what we're seeing right now, but in cooperation with state and localities. And what is clear is that ICE and CPB is operating from a place not of good faith, not one of trust, but the goal is to terrorize and to disrupt. And that's not what we want in our communities.
But what do you think? Will body cams be enough to hold ICE agents accountable? Or does more need to be done? Let me know in the comments.